Hi, I'm Cassie and I've been testing Sweepy designs for over 7 years, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make our adorable gift zipper bags. This design comes in 4 different variations featuring a mixture of applique and embroidery. Each bag is made up of 2 hoopings with the zipper neatly placed on the back. They come in 4x4, 5x5 and 6x6 sizes, and you'll even find an optional to and from wording under the zipper so you can personalize your bags for Christmas, holidays or any other special occasion. You can also turn the front panel into a standalone coaster by skipping a step. That's included in the instructions as well. Let's get started. Alright, let's jump in and make the zipper back panel first. You'll need one of these for every bag you make unless you choose to make a coaster, in which case you will skip this whole section. Place batting 1 over the placement line and stitch down. Remove the hoop, trim the batting about 1 to 2 mils from the stitching, then return the hoop to the machine. Now it's time for the zipper. Your machine will stitch a straight line and that's where the zipper will go. Lay your zipper right side up, centered on that line with the pull hanging off to the left side. It might look way too long, but that's okay, we'll trim this later. Tape it down so it doesn't wriggle around. Stitch the zipper down to the stabilizer. Once that's complete, gently pull the tape off. Now we're going to add fabric A. Use the lower zipper line as your guide. Place fabric A wrong side up with about 1/4 inch overlap, making sure the extra fabric is pointing towards the top of the hoop. Stitch it down. Now it's time to flip your hoop over. Place lining 1 in the same place, wrong side up 1/4 inch over that same line. A little tape here helps a lot. Tape in all 4 corners. Stitch it down. Flip back to the front, fold fabric A into place, hold it nice and flat. We're pulling towards the bottom of the hoop. Lining 1 stays where it is for now. Now we're going to do some quilting on fabric A. Next is optional. If you'd like your bag to have to or from text built in, you can now stitch that, or you can skip it and write your own text. We're going to add our own text. So we're using a Brother machine, so this might be different for your particular machine, but we'll show you what it looks like on ours. So I've gone through Embroidery Edit. I'm going to keep the file that I'm using, so the zipper panel, I'm going to put that back on the machine. Set it. And then I'm going to add some text. I always choose the same font. Today I've chosen to do To Erin. I set that. I can always change the size. So I've made that a bit smaller. Made sure it's centered and in place. I'm a bit particular, so this takes me a little bit. Then I go embroider, and because I want to add another name, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm adding my name. I actually spelt it incorrectly, so I had to go back. And then I size it and move it into place. So this text, because we've added it after the fact, it'll generally be at the end of the stitching order. So I'm just going to shift through that and I'm going to stitch those names. Now that we've stitched our text, we're going to flip the hoop over, fold lining one down and tape into place. Now put your hoop back into the machine and stitch. Now it's time to add our top half. Take the hoop out one more time and flip it over to the back. Place lining 2 wrong side up with 1/4 inch overlapping the top zipper line. Tape it down. Flip the hoop back over so it's front side up, and do the same with fabric B. Optionally, you can tape fabric B down. Secure both of these pieces, stitch step 11. Pull your hoop out of the machine so it's wrong side up. We're going to fold lining 2 into position. Tape into place. Then we're going to turn our hoop back right side up and fold fabric B into place. Tape it down. Stitch fabric B and lining 2 into position. Now it's time to prep the zipper. Slide the zipper pull into the middle. This is super important so that you can turn your bag right side out later. Tape the edges down so the foot doesn't catch. Step 13, close the ends. This step is going to go around the entire border of the panel. This will stitch down the zipper openings at either side. Take your work out of the hoop and trim around it. About 1/2 inch is perfect. If you used wash away, now it's time to give it a good soak. And that's your zipper panel complete. Set it aside for a moment while we start on the front. Now that our zipper panel is done, we're going to start on the front panel of our gift bag. Stitch the placement line for the batting. Place your batting on top, stitch it down, remove from the hoop and trim it neatly, 1 to 2 mils. Then lay fabric A right side up, covering the whole area, and stitch it down. Trim around your fabric, leaving all excess fabric in the seam. Next, we're going to embroider our quilting. On this panel, it's bow quilting. Let it run. Now grab fabric B and do our applique for the bow and the ribbon. Place, stitch and trim, same as before. Leave all excess fabric in the seam. Step A is our decorative stitch. This will add a pretty detail to our ribbon and bow. Then continue with the satin stitch around the outline of our bow. As you can see, I'm adding a wrist strap to our zipper purse. This step is optional. If you'd like more clear instructions on how to create this, please refer to your instructions. Next, we're going to attach the back, the zipper panel. If you're making a coaster, go ahead and skip straight to step 12. If you're making a zipper bag, keep going. Place your zipper panel right sides down on top of the front of the hoop. Make sure the zipper pull is in the middle, secured. Use the previous stitch lines to line everything up. Don't worry about what's happening underneath, just match the top panel. And then as you can see in the film, I'm adding lining 3. So place that wrong side up and stitch all the way around. This step will do a single stitch and then continue with a triple stitch to secure the seam. Now it's time to take your design out of the hoop. We're going to trim each of the seams 1/4 of an inch, except for the seam that has the opening. That seam we're going to leave as a 1/2 inch opening. And that just makes it easier to hand stitch that seam closed. And as this is a rounded corner design, use your scissors to clip around the curves. Still about 1/4 of an inch. Now I like to, before I turn my design out, I scrunch it together. That makes it a little bit more pliable. And then I will use my opening to turn my design right side out. Make sure you don't put too much stress on that opening. You'll rip the fabric. Use a pointy implement to point out all of those corners, and then we'll give it a good press. This also gives you the opportunity to fold that opening in, create a crisp line for you to hand sew against, or if you choose to, you can use glue. Thread your needle. I like to do an invisible stitch here, or a box stitch. I'm not really sure what it's called. I like to call it a box stitch. I tie the end with a double knot. You can actually see that there are 2 lines in this outer part. That's where you're going to line up your hand stitching. So I usually go in between those 2 lines, and then once you've actually ironed that design, you create a crisp line on your lining 3. So that's another good placement for your hand stitching. Once you get to the end, create a little loop and tie off your design. Usually poke it back through the design and create a little tag on the outside. Now you can remove your tearaway if you chose to use tearaway. Sometimes it's easier to cut it rather than rip it. Just be careful not to trim your fabric. These are my double curve gingham scissors. I love them. So now that we've got our stabilizer out of the way, we're going to turn it all the way right sides out. Using our pointy implement. Close that zipper and give it a good press. I've used faux leather, so I'm just being careful not to iron over that. And because I have faux leather, I've used a piece of calico to protect it. And that's it. That's your gift bag. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you'd like to join this month's KISS Sew Along, all the details, including the link to the gift zipper bag design, are on SWPEA in the description below. And if you enjoy quick and giftable projects like this one, be sure to check out our tutorial on our Let It Snow coasters.